Hi there, Chris from TotallyEV, and here we're doing a dedicated audio review of the Nissan X-Trail. Now if you want a detailed review of the vehicle itself, do check it up on your pop banner, or indeed go to the description or the pinned comments. Now in terms of the audio configuration, it really depends as to which model you choose. Indeed over here you have got a 4-speaker configuration as standard. If you go for one of the e-power trims, so therefore from the Center Premium or above, you'll find a 6-speaker configuration, and if you go for the Techno trims or above, which is what we have on review, you'll have a 10-speaker Bose configuration. Now, it's actually quite surprising that the 10-speaker Bose system actually doesn't add any rear audio drivers. In other words, you don't bolster the overall rear occupant driver configuration. And instead over here, you've actually got an addition of extra drivers at the front of the cabin, whereby you've got 6 in total, and then you've got 2 at the rear. And therefore, your maths might be thinking, hey, that's just 8. Well, indeed, because here the subwoofer is comprised of 2 speakers, and therefore taking the tally up to 10. Now, we haven't got any wattage claims from the manufacturer, but if we do get them, we'll make sure we pop it down in the description below, or indeed update our written review. Now, for you to tinker around with the audio drivers, at least with the trims which actually have got an infotainment system, you will find an 8 or 12.3 inch display. And here it's actually quite surprising to see only a bass and treble adjustment. Here, this is the Bose audio system that we have on review, and it's quite a shame not to see a dedicated subwoofer or, for example, mid and high frequency adjustments. As a result, I have had to leave the bass untouched and added 3 notches to the treble. I'll touch upon why further down in this video. Now, in terms of for you to connect up to the infotainment system, you have got Bluetooth, whereby the SBC codec is supported only, so therefore you'll want to use it sparingly, but you do also have wireless Apple CarPlay support. For you to get the utmost audio quality, you'll always want to plug in your smartphone, and in this respect, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are supported over said connection. Now, moving swiftly on, we get onto cabin noise, and here the objective numbers will be on your screen. These were recorded by us using a sound meter. Now, what I will say subjectively is, while at higher speeds it doesn't exactly compete with some of the more premium alternatives out there on the market, the Nissan X-Trail actually does a pretty good job. Given the overall size and the tyres, the vehicle actually does give you a pretty serene driving experience. Furthermore, in the e-power models, whereby you've got a 1.5 litre engine that serves as a generator, it can't actually be heard too much when actually it is in operation. So therefore, further emphasizing the point that the overall cabin insulation of the vehicle is actually pretty good. Now, with all of that in mind, let's get onto an audio demo. I'll be placing the camera and microphone in 4 separate locations and playing back a track. It's from Priya J and it's titled Like Me. Now, with the audio demo out of the way, which I appreciate won't be ideal over YouTube, let me get onto my subjective opinion. Now, first off, in terms of the sub-bass extension, it is certainly there, at least in the Bose audio system that adds a subwoofer. So therefore, if you want a little bit more of that low-end prowess, you might want to consider going for one of the Techno trims. However, it is worth considering that if you're an audiophile or you've come from another vehicle that has a subwoofer in the boot, you might find that the X-Trail's audio reproduction in this frequency range is a little bit lackluster and somewhat disappointing. You don't get that extra oomph or indeed rumble towards the lower echelons of the bass tones. Now on the flip side, the mid-bass tones are actually done pretty well. You've got a lively sound signature and one that will keep you excited, both at the front and rear of the cabin. Now as for the overall mid-range reproduction, it is unfortunately a little bit pushed back and recessed, and therefore will give you a sort of V-shaped sound signature, which is quite disappointing if you like listening to vocals. Now the treble EQ through the infotainment system will not only alter the mid-range but also the highs as well, and as a result means that if you're adding too many notches, you'll find it's actually a little bit of an ear-fatiguing sound because it's a bit sibilant and harsh at the top end. Now this does actually perfectly lead me on to the highs, and at the front of the cabin it's actually pretty good. You've got that sort of toe tapping feeling and good sort of clarity from cymbals, and that's due to the fact that you've got dedicated tweeters found within the A-pillars. However, the same sort of praise can be said at the rear of the cabin, whereby you're only limited to 2 audio drivers, and therefore you do not have dedicated tweeters to bolster the overall experience. It is quite surprising in this department that the Bose audio system seems to focus towards the front of the cabin rather than the rear. And this also does bring me on to its overall soundstage reproduction, which just feels a bit too unidirectional for the reasons that I've just mentioned. The audio drivers placed at the front of the cabin shove all the audio coming from the front, and therefore from the rear you don't really have that cabin filling experience. Given the fact that the X-Trail is actually quite a large vehicle, it would have been great if Nissan or indeed Bose had optimized the audio drivers towards the rear of the cabin as well in order to give a bit more of that engaging sort of sound. Now ultimately what I'm trying to portray over here is that the audio system is neither great or bad, at least in the Bose audio system. As a result, it gets our approved audio award. However, it's worth considering that if you were going to go for the Technotrim purely for the audio system, yes, you're going to get a bit of extra low-end prowess and some audio drivers found at the front of the cabin, but if you are looking for a serious audio upgrade, then you're simply going to have to consider another vehicle altogether. Now I'd be curious to know what you make of the X-Trail's audio system, specifically the Bose configuration, down in the comment section below. And if you've liked this independent detailed review and want to see more from myself and the channel, definitely do consider dropping a like, subscribing and hitting that bell notification, all of which would be greatly appreciated. As such, I've been Chris from TotallyEV, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.